Hey there, thanks for watching. This is Mrs. J, and we're looking at shape sheet number 1, and today we're going to work on shape 8. I actually really like this one. We should 3D print it. It's kind of cool. Grid spacing is 0.5 inches, and I'm going to make the bottom, the base part. So it looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks to be 3 inches this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 by 4. So let's make that. Okay, let's make sure that you are working in a designated folder just for your shape sheets, and you're using some sort of naming convention. If you haven't, go make that folder and then move the ones you made into that folder. You just right click and move. All right, new file. We're going to create a sketch. I'm going to work on this plane right here, the XZ plane, because that's the base of the object, right? We're going to take the rectangle tool, and I completely forgot what we just counted. Let me take a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, we said 4 by 3, right? Yeah. Okay. So we want it to be 4 inches along the bottom, tab 3 inches along the side, enter. 4 by 3. We're going to finish the sketch and you'll see it rotate because it's at the base there. So that's pretty neat. You could curve those edges now, but we'll curve them after. Same story. Extrude. And we want it to be, it looks like it's 1 inch. And we could just go up or down. No big deal. I'm going to go up. Easier to 3D print if you're on top of it. Okay, 1 inch. They're not very specific on these curves, but it looked to be about half of the box, so about 0.25. So let's just mess with those for a little bit. Back to Fusion. We're going to use the fillet tool. I'm just going to move this so the top view so I can see it in front of me. There you go. Okay, fillet tool. And I'm going to click here and here. Oh, can I not? You know what? I'm doing that wrong. Let's cancel. Let's go here. You can do that in a sketch, but when you have a solid object, fillet tool, you want to click actually the edge. That's my bad. I'm sorry. 0.25. So when you're in sketch mode and you just have those black lines and no extrusion, you grab each, the left and the right side, and you drag them together. But since it's extruded and thick, you just point. And if I had done both of them at the same time, so I'm going to click cancel, do it real quick, it's easier. So I click this edge and this edge. So just the lines highlighting, see that? Not the object, just the line. And since I grabbed both of them, 0.25, you can do a whole bunch at once if you want to. Okay, so easy peasy, that's done. What's next? Let's go ahead and add that circle on the center there, so we don't have to worry about it later. Looks to be 1 inch thick, and it looks to be in the center about 1 inch from the object. So let's just do a new sketch right on top of the object. Add the circle tool. I'm just going to plop it anywhere, call it 1 inch, and then I'll put it where it needs to be. Dimension tool, always from the center of the circle to where you want it to go. I'm going to drag off the object. It's 2 inches. I remember this being 4, so that's fine. I can escape. I don't need it. And then this one, I'm going to click the center. I'm going to click down the bottom. I missed it. Dimension, center, bottom. Okay. And it should be 1. I can't quite see it. Yeah, 1. Okay, I'm going to hit escape because it's right where I need it to be. Finish your sketch. So dimensions don't have to stay there. They prevent it from moving if you keep them, but it's not going anywhere. So extrude, click your circle, and just drag down so that it's red and it's larger than the object, and click OK. You want to take a look at it, see that it's see-through. Woo! All right. Hit the home button. Escape, escape, escape. Clean your mouse. And now let's add that puppy in the back. What's going on here? This looks like joyous fun. Okay, so I'm going to pay attention to the thick part here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks to be 4 wide, so that's 2 inches, and it goes back 1 inch. So I'm going to focus on this. So let's go here, new sketch on the top of the object. I'm going to grab the rectangle tool And I'm just going to make a rectangle that's 2 inches by 1 inch. I may not have it in the right place. I just dragged it. I'm going to double check. So that's 2 inches, 4 boxes by 1 inch. My 4 boxes should be 1 inch away on either side. So I'm just going to double check that. Grab my dimension tool, grab the edge, grab this edge. See, it's 1.002. It looked great, but it was not great. Let's be engineers and make it 1. If this side's 1, then that side has to be 1. I don't have to check it. It knows. All right, let's finish our sketch. I know it doesn't look like anything yet, but we're going to extrude it. I have no idea how tall. I go all the way up to the top, or I can go up to here. I think I'm going to go up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My brain hurts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to say it's 7 or 3.5 inches. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Extrude. Click this. 3.5. Up you go. All right. Doesn't look too pretty just yet, but we're working on it. Let's see. We have some fillets on the bottom that go to the edge. Let's take care of those first. So rotate a little bit in front of me. Let's just hit the front button. And then I'm going to rotate it down. All right, fillet tool. I'm going to grab this little line. So not the object, just the line. And I need it for the other side too. It lets you grab it even though you didn't rotate it around to grab it. In real life you would. But it's virtual, so you can grab from inside here. Same thing, long as you're on the line. And then we want to go to the edge. So it looks like it's 1.05 inches. Oh no, 1 inch. Let's type in 1 inch. That should be beautiful. So nice. Remember, if you 3D print these, you won't see this line right here. It doesn't come up in your 3D print. It comes up beautiful, nice, smooth curve. And you won't see these either. It'll just be a nice smooth curve. So that always amazed me when I first started 3D printing. I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right, so we're just going to add that circled thing and see how much of a pain in the butt it is. Let's go. All right, so the circle appears to be, I'm trying to move it around, but it's not 3D. It seems to be the whole width of this object. So it's got like 2 boxes, 2 boxes. So it's 2 inches wide. 2 inches going up, so it's 2 inches all around. Okay, focusing on the outside, and we'll do the inside later. 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So let's create a new sketch, and let's work on this front face of that column there. We're going to create, use the circle tool. I'm going to put it right in the center there. It looks like if I drag it to the edge, it's going to give me the 2 inches that I need, and everybody's happy. So that's a good thing. I wonder if I should go on the back and make it come forward. Let's see what happens. Let's finish the sketch. I need it to go in 2 directions. Did you notice? So it comes out in both directions. So maybe I should have put it on the back and just sent it forward. But let's see what I can do. It looks like it goes back 1 inch here and 1 inch there. So it's either way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see what happens. We're going to hit extrude. And we're going to use this one and this one. So make sure you click both. And then if I go in one direction 1 inch, well, that doesn't help me with the other side. So let's play with these buttons. 1 side, 2 sides, maybe symmetric. Symmetric might work. So you notice if I do this right now, it's going to cut, right? We don't want it to cut. So let's see if we can change this around. Maybe join. There you go. Easier ways to do this. You could have put the circle on the back and extruded forward, but this works, so why not? 1 inch either way. And I use symmetric and join. I'm going to click OK. Beautiful. That's just what we want. Okay. Hit the home button. And now I think we just have to add this circle in here. It looks to be 1 inch and it's dead center. No problem. Okay, so new sketch. On the center, and circle tool, right in the center. Make sure you get it in there. 1 inch. If you're not sure you got it in the center, go ahead and play with your dimension, but you can kind of tell it's right on the crosshairs there. Finish your sketch, hit the home button, extrude, hit the center part, and whammo blammo. Make sure it's cutting and hit OK. All right, admire your work. That's a nice, tough piece. Love that piece. Great job. All right, save. And I think we are on number 8. Good job. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Save your work, add some color, make it pretty, and make sure it's perfect. Be proud of your work.